Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this afternoon's seal feed. My name is Asha, and I'm going to be talking to you guys through our this afternoon. And I'm joining Kate. She's our activist, and she's going to be feeding our seals this afternoon. So here at Deep Sea World, we do have 3 harbour seals, and their names are Benji, Cozy, and Laura. So Laura, she is our eldest seal at 28 years old, and she is also our only female seal. So Laura, she is a lot easier to spot, as you guys can tell. That's her just on the left-hand side of Kate right now. And as you can see, she is a lot lighter in colour than our 2 boys. And our 2 boys' names are Benji and Cody, and they are 5 and 6 years old, and they're also half-brothers. And this means that they look pretty similar, and they're really hard to tell apart. But one way that you can tell 2 seals apart is by the spots on their stomach, and these are actually individual to the seal, a lot like how our fingerprints are individual to us. So you guys might be surprised to find out that our seals are actually our biggest eaters in the whole aquarium, and they will eat more than the whole aquarium combined, and this is even more than our sharks. So what we're feeding today, this is something called herring, and this is our absolute favourite fish. But out in the wild, the seals are very much opportunistic feeders, so this basically means that they will eat anything that they can, and this even includes octopus and squid. But like I said here, they can be a little bit more picky and do take full advantage of this, but we really don't mind, as herring is a really nice oily fish, and it helps them build up a thick coat of blubber. And this just acts like an insulation and keeps our seals nice and warm in the cold Scottish waters. So out in the wild, seals do tend to live for about 25 to 30 years, but they do live a little bit longer in captivity, and they can live up to 40 years. So this is for a couple of different reasons, but the main reason is because when seals get older, they develop something called a cataracts, so this means that their eyes deteriorate. So in the wild, when this happens, the seals cannot see predators or prey as well as they used to when they were younger, and therefore competition is slow. But in captivity, this competition does not exist, so this is why they do tend to live that little bit longer when they are in captivity. So our seal pool might look a bit small to us, but it's actually 3 meters deep, so it's the same depth as the underwater tunnel, so it does get really deep really quickly. We also sometimes get asked why it has little pieces to it, and this is due to something called algae. And algae is basically just a plant that grows inside the water in which sunlight hits it quite frequently. And if we then introduce a chemical such as chlorine to the water, yes, it is proving that we would see our seals really clearly, but it would actually damage our eyesight, so this is why we don't really do this. But in order to keep on top of this algae growth, we do scrub our tank with aerosols. So we also sometimes ask what happens if we just repeat this on the other side. And we actually don't put anything in that, we don't even do that. That is just essentially overboard, and it's just kind of filled up with stagnant water, so it would be pretty unhealthy if we did let anything in there anyway. And we also sometimes get asked what happens with the seal pool just the left-hand side of me. And we just work with SSPCA to help rescue some injured wild seals. But as our boys start to get a little bit older, those injured seals start to bother them just a little bit. But this was just in time, as the SSPCA got a brand new seal sanctuary, and this is now based in Fish Cross. So you guys may have noticed Laura, our oldest seal, she is not as active as our 2 boys, and this is for a couple of different reasons. So the first reason is because since she is an older seal, she has developed that cataract that seals do. So this just means that she cannot see her aquarius as well as she used to when we ask her to do the stills. Especially on really sunny days in which sunlight hits straight off the top of the water and straight into her eyes. And the second reason that Laura is not as active as our 2 boys is because with her years she has grown all the wiser, and she knows that we're not going to starve her, so she knows that she doesn't have to do any of the skills if she doesn't want to, and she can be a little bit lazy if she can't be bothered. And our seals do commonly get mistaken for sea lions, and yes, they do come from the same family, and they do look pretty similar, but they are completely different, so we have about 3 main differences that you can spot in them. So the first difference between a seal and a sea lion is their ears. So sea lions have kind of a lot more prominent and sticking out ears, whereas as you'll notice on Laura, our oldest seal just up here, she only has 2 little holes at the sides of her head, and these actually close up as soon as she enters the water. And the second difference between a seal and a sea lion is the noises that they make. You guys will have noticed that our seals have been pretty quiet throughout this whole feed, and this is because they don't really make any noise other than the vocalization noise that they make underneath the water. But sea lions they are notorious for making a kind of sharp and barking loud noise. And the third difference between a seal and a sea lion is our front flippers. So sea lions have a lot stronger and a lot more muscular front flippers, whereas seals they kind of have a lot kind of slimmer and not as strong front flippers. And this just means that sea lions could do a lot more different skills than our seals can. For example, balancing a ball on their nose. So seals are actually very intelligent animals and they do have the IQ of dogs, so we try to keep them mentally stimulated. And we do have a couple of methods of doing so, just dotted about the pill. So you guys will have noticed that we have a couple of footballs and also a little hula hoop just floating around. And we also have this little yellow boy that Kate's throwing into the water right now. And what we'll do is we'll put some fish inside and it acts like a little puzzle, just to make our seals work a little bit harder on how to get their food. So you'll see our seals being really friendly towards Kate or at Chris here, but it's really important to remember that if you guys do see a seal in the wild, you should never really approach them. So the first reason that you should never approach a wild seal is because it could potentially be a seal pup. So the seal mothers do tend to leave their pups on the shore when they go and look for a food, and it's a completely natural and the seal pup is completely safe. But if you did go up and touch that seal pup, you may get your scent on it, and if the seal's mother comes back and smells you and not her, she may abandon that seal pup. And the second reason that you guys should never approach a wild seal is because it can give a really nasty bite, and it's can lead to something called seal finger, which is just basically an infection that lies inside your bones for a few months before the symptoms do finally show themselves. So if you guys do see a seal in the wild and you think it is in danger, the best thing to do is to have solutions such as ear sensitivity, and they're going to be able to handle the situation effectively. And our seals are doing pretty well in the wild, but one way that you can help them is not what you might expect, and this is actually by recycling. So what you're thinking, seals are really intelligent and they wouldn't really go up to a piece of plastic and eat it unless it was to go back. But this is not correct at the first step. So once it pushes that plastic ends up inside the seal's stomach.
वो लाइन आगे क्यों आगे दाढ़ी गई थी उन्हें चाप में हवा दिल आगे ये ना हो पाई.
So that's the really end of this afternoon's seal feed. And if you guys do have any questions, so I'll be just for the next few minutes. But other than that, thank you guys for coming along and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
वीडियो बंद करके देखना हाथी लेकिन ये खेलिए
সাদাটা শুধুমাত্র খাওয়ার ধান্দা আছে. ওনারা এদেরকে খেতে দিবে না.
फोर्से আসে দেখ ও কি পেট ভরে গেল তিন ধরতে কেমন আমাদেরকে একটু দেখো ট্রিপ করে চলে যাচ্ছে নাকি? হ্যাঁ
ওই ইচ্ছা করে এরকম বছর খাওয়া হয়ে গেছে না অনেকটা।
ওই দেখ এবার গেছে একটাতে। একটা একটা করে কি গোটাবো ওখানে অনেক আছে। দেখেছিস একটা টেল আর দুটো পা আছে মুখ আছে। ওইটা ওইটা এই কটা বাচ্চাদের পেট ভরবে এত বড় বডিটা?
দুবার তিনবার করে খাওয়ায় না, শরীর দিনে একবার খাওয়ায়, ওদের কোয়ান্টিটি জানা আছে।
12:30টায় বললো না খাবার আরেকটা। আচ্ছা রেখে রেখে দেখি ভাবছে আরো দুটো তিনটে যদি আমার ভাগ্যে পড়ে যায়। না ওর ক্যাটারাক্ট হয়ে গেছে বলছে না আরো আরেকটা কি বললো কি জানে ও 1 বছর বড় কিন্তু কি জানে ও বলছিল ওকে এটা মানে বুঝে গেল জানি অল ডান বলে দিল। ওকে দেখিয়ে দিল নেই যে বিশ্বাস করছিল না।
চলো টাটা বাই বাই।
চলো এবার গোটা